So 9th of June, Amazon is now pushing a brand new update to my device. And for once, I'm actually looking forward to it. Over the last few months, there's just been so many negative updates where Amazon have reordered the home screen. Amazon have changed things around in the settings. They previously blocked ADB access. They blocked custom launchers, really just making things difficult for power users. Amazon just have that reputation. Whereas with this update, I do think you guys will be impressed with it. So let's give this a minute, let this update finish installing. I'll then restart my device and I'll show you exactly what's in there. And also double check some of my privacy and data protection settings, because I've noticed in the past that when your device completes an update, you then restart it. Certain settings like app offloading or settings like your privacy or data logging, those options seem to be reset. Now, I've personally set my device for maximum privacy, ensuring there's little or no data logging. So I do want to double check and make sure those settings still remain post update. So let's give this a second and I'll then restart my device. Okay, my device is now restarting. And let me just also say that if you're not subscribed to the channel, do double check and make sure you are subscribed, because YouTube is telling me that more than 76% of you are watching my content, but you're not even subscribed. So if you do want to subscribe for the latest Firestick, Android TV, and soon to be Apple TV, really just all of your favorite streaming devices, to get the latest applications, the best tips and tricks, make sure you are subscribed with all notifications. Okay, my device is now updated and rebooted. Let's go over to the settings. Okay, we can see that looks new. Okay, so we have a new Amazon Kids setting there. Let's go down into... Now, I used to say let's go down into My Fire TV because that used to be further down in the list, but from a recent update, they've now moved this to the top. Let's click on that now. Let's click on About. Okay, here we can see as of the 9th of June, my device is running that version of the Fire TV OS or Fire OS. I don't think that version number is actually updated from the last time, but we can also see the version of the Fire TV Home. Let's now press Home. Now, what this update brings is actually something you can't see, but it allows your device to interface with the A word and use some of those built-in games, some of those puzzles, lots of other things, which I will show you in just a second. But you'll see there's no actual icon for it. But if I use my voice and say play mini games, it doesn't actually do anything. But if I now say enable mini games, okay, let's give that a second. And we can see now that starts a mini game. So these are some built-in games where you can access directly on your device. Let's say, for example, I want to look at, they're all very basic, but they are fun games. Anybody can play with the standard controller or using your voice. If I just try the first one. Okay, so we've got some detective game. Okay, we got some kind of murder happening there. Guess the number from 1 to 100, so I can use my voice and say 65. Alright, so he's going to that door. So this is really just like a guessing game. And depending on what you say, you have to go higher or lower. Okay, that guy's clearly not very happy. So, okay, so it's above 65, but obviously below 100. Let's do 85. Is that going to work? Okay, so it's below 85, so let's try 70. But you get the idea, guys. So very, very easy to play. You can just use your voice. And here you can try and solve this particular murder. Okay, so it's above 70 but below 85. Okay, when you want to go back, you can go to the top, click on mini games again. I'll take you back to the main screen. So you can see, guys, lots of different fun games, basic games. You got guessing games. You got rock, paper, scissors. You got sumo wrestling. All very, very easy to play. Let's just try one more. Let's try this Piranha Tower. I think this is going to be some kind of tower defense like game. But again, you can control it all with your voice, so very easy to do. Would you like to build a splat cannon for 2 coins? Yes. Okay, so build that cannon. Okay, so that thing should then start firing. Yep, it takes out the piranhas. Okay, round 1 done.
Would you like to build a machine gun for 5 coins?
Yes. Let's get machine gun going. Alright, that's working fine.
Would you like to upgrade your splat cannon for 10 coins?
Actually, I think I would. Yes. Alright. But you can see, guys, lots of fun. Very easy to use. Just fun for the whole family. You can just, in front of the TV, play these arcade fun kind of games, or using the voice or your standard Fire TV remote controller. Let's go back. So these are all inside the mini games, but I also found there's other commands you can use. So there's one for puzzle games. Let's try that. Enable puzzle games.
Okay, here's puzzle games.
Okay, let's give that a second. Okay, so you got some riddles there. Let's try Maths Dash. Oh, you got like word link, you got memory match. Let's try some maths. Sure, we all love maths, yeah.
Math dash. You have 90 seconds to answer 20 maths.
Oh, let's just do easy. 45.
10 plus 24.
34. Alright, I'm in the zone now. 14.
11 times 4.
44.
10 plus 12.
22. But yeah, you get the idea, guys. So puzzle games like that, maths games, word games, memory games, all of this built directly into your Fire TV device. Now let me show you the entire list of what's available. So this is the entire list. So you got the mini games, you got some other stuff, you got pub quiz if you're looking for a great way for friends and family to sit together, have some kind of quiz. That's the one to enable there. You got the quiz games, puzzle games, which you've just seen, lots of other things. So it's great that they've actually enabled this feature for all Fire TV devices that you can just activate with your voice, and you can go ahead and play all of these different games or do these puzzles or answer these questions. Now, the other thing I mentioned, that post update, is always worthwhile double checking your settings, your privacy settings, just to make sure that what was disabled before remains disabled, or what you enabled before remains enabled. So if I go over to the settings, let's go to preferences, let's go to privacy controls. Here, for example, you can see these options here are set to off, which I personally set, where I think by default they're all set to on. So device data usage, app usage data, all these things should be off. So make sure post update they are still off on your device. So they were still off on mine. Let's go. Then you got usage monitoring. Again, make sure both these are set to off. That's fine. Let's go back. Then you got featured content. So both these I do set to off. Otherwise you get those big adverts playing directly on the home screen, and also with audio. So again, make sure both these are set to off. Let's go back. Let's go to applications. Now here, for example, you can see automatic offload is set to on, whereas I actually turned that off. Automatic offload basically looks at the applications on your device, and if it finds that you haven't used certain applications for a certain amount of time, it automatically uninstalls them for you. So their logic is that, just to save space, if you've got these applications, you're not using them anymore, why not just uninstall them in the background? But it does actually save your settings. So the next time you want to use the application, you can click on it, it will then download it for you, and all of your settings that you previously had, they should automatically come down with that installation. But personally, I don't want anything or anyone meddling with my device, uninstalling applications for me, which is why I would always turn this option off. But again, we can see post update, mine was turned back to on. So it is definitely worthwhile double checking to make sure these settings that you had previously set are still in the same way as you previously set them. But the rest of the stuff all looks fine. So I think it's a pretty good update. And if you're looking for a great way to play some games or quizzes or challenges with the family, I do think this update has some great features. The other thing to mention, that if you are looking for the best way to stay safe online, to protect your IP address, to protect your privacy, really just to protect your device, the best way to do that is to use a VPN. Right now, there's a super special offer just for the next 2 weeks where you can get total protection for all of your devices, all of your applications, your add-ons, your APKs, your streaming apps. All of them can be covered with the VPN, and they also give you unlimited connections. What that means is it doesn't matter if you've got 3 Fire Sticks, 10 Android TVs, 2 laptops, all of those devices, unlimited devices, will be covered with a single license. You get blazing fast speeds, so zero buffering, and they also have a verified no logs policy, so they're not logging anything, they're not monitoring anything. You really can stay anonymous whilst using this VPN. You can access all of your favorite applications, your Netflixes, your BBC iPlayers, your Hulus. All of your streaming applications can be unlocked by using this VPN. And to get all of that for just over $2 a month, I do think this special offer is definitely worthwhile checking out. Using my link does help support the channel, so many thanks for doing that. Do have a look in the video description and pinned comment if you want to take up this special offer. So really appreciate your support. Do like and share this video, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.